Whoopi Goldberg just blasted Donald Trump over his complaints about Jimmy Carter, and you would think that as a president you would want to respect those who came before you, but of course, Trump has no concept of respect, which is why Whoopi Goldberg's reaction to Trump's comments is so warranted and frankly, just good to see. And it's really so frustrating because Trump needs to make everything about himself. We're trying to honor and mourn a president who just passed away, but Trump can't stop criticizing and attacking him. And in fact, just yesterday during his press conference, Trump attacked Jimmy Carter over the Panama Canal and completely lied about basically everything about it. Just take a look at this, and then we'll dive into Whoopi Goldberg blasting Trump about his comments about Jimmy Carter.
So we've done this all in 2 months of not being there. You know, we haven't been there. And it's pretty amazing, and we think we're going to do some really great things, really great things. We're being respected again all over the world. The Panama Canal is a disgrace, what took place at the Panama Canal. Jimmy Carter gave it to them for $1, and they were supposed to treat us well. I thought it was a terrible thing to do. You know, it was the most expensive structure ever built in the history of our country, relatively. It would be the equivalent of substantially over $1 trillion today. We lost 38,000 people. Think of it, 38,000 people, they died from malaria, mosquitoes. They were unable to stop the mosquitoes. They paid people 5 times more to take the job. Many of those people died. We gave it away for $1. But the deal was that, you know, they have to treat us fairly. They don't treat us fairly. They charge more for our ships than they charge for ships of other countries. They charge more for our Navy than they charge for navies of other countries. They laugh at us because they think we're stupid, but we're not stupid anymore. So the Panama Canal is under discussion with them right now. They violated every aspect of the agreement, and they morally violated it also. And they want our help because it's leaking and not in good repair. And they want us to give $3 billion to help fix it. I said, well, why don't you get the money from China? Because China's basically taken it over. China's at both ends of the Panama Canal. China's running the Panama Canal. And they come to see this Biden, this guy who should never have been allowed even to run for president. Of course, she shouldn't have either, because that never happened. It had to be 2 people, not 1. But they want $3 billion to fix the Panama Canal that's run by China and makes a lot of money, China. One of the most profitable structures ever built, because you have ships lined up back to Florida, frankly, and they just keep going through, and the numbers are staggering, $500,000 to $1 million a ship. And they took it away from us, meaning we gave it to them for $1. But not going to happen. What they've done to us, they've charged us, they've overcharged our ships, overcharged our Navy. And then when they need repair money, they come to the United States to put it up. We get nothing. Those days are over.
Trump claims that Jimmy Carter sold the Panama Canal for $1, which is not true. This wasn't even a sale, it was a transfer of power. We were transferring ownership of the Panama Canal from us to Panama. We were making a treaty to have better relations with Panama and other South American countries. Trump also claims that Panama charges the US more than they charge other countries, which, again, is just not true. There's completely no evidence to show that that's true, and Trump is once again making things up to sell a narrative. So I think it's very clear that Trump has no respect for Jimmy Carter and needs to make everything about himself. And Whoopi Goldberg also noticed this and decided to blast him on her show.
Flags around D.C. will be at half-staff to honor his loss, and it is a loss, believe me. And you know who was ranting on social media that no one wants to see that on his inauguration day. Sir, this was one of our presidents. Mm-hmm. He didn't intend to die and mess up your day. Mm-hmm. That was not a choice. This is what happened. So you have to just understand that this is how life works. Yep. It ain't always about you, sir. It ain't always about you. Yeah.
That was simply amazing. It is good to see someone finally calling out Trump, since it seems like he just gets away with everything. And I'm sure this is not the last time we'll see Trump attacking and belittling Jimmy Carter. Trump never has anything good to say about anything or anyone, and if it's already this bad, I can tell that the next 4 years are going to be insufferable.